Michael Chandler hasn't stepped into the octagon since November 2022. That's nearly about 2 years ago, and it's quite astonishing to think about it, isn't it? Throughout this period, Chandler has been relentlessly chasing a fight with Conor McGregor.
I got one dude on my mind, Conor McGregor! You gotta come back and fight somebody! I am the most entertaining lightweight on the planet!
2,000 years later.
Hey, now there's a man from Ireland that's been making me wait for way too long. And I still got one dude on my mind! Conor McGregor! Get your candy ass back to the octagon!
Conor McGregor! You've got to come back and fight somebody! I am the most entertaining lightweight on this planet!
Nearly forgot to mention that Chandler is still holding that number 5 spot ranking despite not competing for almost 2 years. It's puzzling to me, but then again, we shouldn't be too surprised. The guy has freaking Dana White privileges after all. And look, I understand why he's eager for Red Panty Night, craving a bout with Conor McGregor for that big payday. However, after a year, Chandler should have considered moving on. Like, there's a chance that the UFC and Conor McGregor can change their mind and they might pick somebody else to fight. And can you imagine how disheartening that would be for Michael Chandler? But in the same time, this is Michael Chandler's fault when you really think about it, because nobody told Chandler to sideline himself. He could have fought 1 or 2 times by now with the chance of still being able to face Conor McGregor. Like, the dude is literally wasting his career. And dude, the matchups we could have gotten with Benoit St. Denis, Rafael Fiziev, or Gamrot could have elevated his stock. Like, if we're gonna be real, no disrespect to Chandler, but his only 2 wins were against Dan Hooker and a past his prime Tony Ferguson, which might not be the best look. Each time Chandler has confronted an elite lightweight, he stumbled. Chandler suffered a TKO against Oliveira, a unanimous decision loss to Gaethje, and a submission defeat by Dustin Poirier. And it's noteworthy because despite Chandler's ambition to be the UFC lightweight champion, he's spending his prime years waiting for a potential matchup against Conor McGregor, which realistically might not happen. Like, what a waste. Chandler was one of the most exciting, risk-taking fighters. Yeah, he didn't have the best fight IQ, but boy, you knew every time you seen this guy in the cage, he was gonna deliver. Now he's floundering the last prime years of his career, and he doesn't even know if he's gonna get the matchup. And I see Michael Chandler coping so freaking hard about this. The dude's been going to freaking WWE cutting a promo on Conor McGregor, and he's been going on social media and interviews practically begging for this fight. And it doesn't look good, especially if he doesn't get the fight at the end of the day. And at this point, I'm kind of convinced that we might never see Conor back in the octagon. And personally, I'm okay with it, and I'm more interested in seeing the fighters we have already in the UFC, you know, the ones that are actually hungry and willing to fight the very best. And I'm okay with this because, in my opinion, Conor McGregor retired in 2018, and ever since that, he's just been having big attraction fights every couple of years. So personally, I don't care if he does come back at this point. But I do feel bad for Chandler if he never ultimately gets this fight. Imagine if Chandler was still active, going toe-to-toe with like a fighter like Benoit St. Denis in a wild showdown. And at this point, dude, I'm sorry, I just want to see Michael Chandler come back. What can I say? I miss seeing this dude in the octagon. The dude would normally have a crash course type of fight, man. But hey, what can I say? Hopefully Chandler gets the fight. But what do you guys think of this video? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you agree with me, also let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on my next one.